What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? I know I got this lady that's running around getting everything set up. What's up, people? What's up? Oh, ring light got me. What up? What up? What up? How's everybody doing? Bear with me. I know, puppy. I see you, puppy. I see you, puppy. I see you, puppy. I see you, baby. You want to get on the live? Hold on. Gotta get you on the live. Or you don't even care about the live. You just want to be loved on. Daddy love on you too. Hold on, puppy. If I don't get this light going, I ain't gonna worry about it. I'll find other ways. I'm on one way to skin a cat, Mr. J. Hold on, puppy. Getting everything together. Just hold on. Hold on, puppy. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Just a second. What's up? What's going on, people? I know y'all don't see me yet. You probably hear me, but don't see me. Just a second. Hello, hello. Come here, puppy. What's going on? What's going on? If y'all see me, I got this doggy right here. I'm trying to get my ring light together. Just some technical difficulties. Some technicalities. What's up? What's going on, Trevor? What's going on? Andy, I'm going to turn on this other light. On this live, I'll admit, I ain't got my ring light. I ain't going to worry about it. I ain't kissing this thing's ass. I got to get some things off my chest. Right before the live, I just had a visitor. So, what's up, Isaac? What's up, Andy? So, what's up? What's up, everybody? How are you? What's going on, Gabe? How you doing, man? Thank you for coming in. This is a very, this is going to be a different live. It's going to be a different live. And I want to talk about just my current status as a content creator. I'm changing it up, y'all. I'm not even worried about my ring light on here. As long as y'all see me, that's all that matters. That's all that freaking matters. I'm going straight with the cuff. I am noticing the con game with content creation. That's the theme of this live. I am noticing the con game in content creation. And it's not being a hater. Let's get that straight. I'll admit, when I was much, much younger, when I was in in my childhood years, I was more of a hater. But now, I mean, I don't really hate on nobody because I'm striving for my own thing. I know what God has for me, it is for me. And Lord, forgive me in advance if my emotions get the best of me on this live, but I got to get off my chest. One thing I'm sick of the freaking gaslighting and content creation. Let's get that straight. And what I mean by gaslighting is the fact of, well, maybe if you were just more consistent, maybe if you were just more organized and more well put together, or had better production, you could do better with your content. And there's nothing wrong with that. What you're saying is not wrong, and I'm not calling out nobody in particular. I'm just saying it was just what was on my heart. But the issue is when you have one entity that tells you one thing, yet you see a whole nother response or reaction in another way. You see a whole nother result. I see a lot of content creators who don't even care about their audience getting thousands and thousands of views. Gabe, I know you can relate with me, man. I know you can relate because, like me and Gabe here, I'll admit, Gabe, I know I'm not the best content creator in the world. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not. I'm a work in progress. Y'all know, y'all hear me say that. But one thing I know for sure you and me bring to the table, we do bring some type of value. Gabe, you're an author, you're a writer. You bring value to the table. You know what I'm saying? You actually have books that you've read on lives to your audience. You and me are actually invested in our audience. Okay, I know I might not be the biggest entertainer, but one thing for sure, when I'm on a live, I ain't boring. And I engage with the audience. You know what I'm saying? I have zero tolerance for disrespect, but I engage with the audience. And what ticks me off is there's so many other content creators out there who are so-called content creators out there who are basically getting thousands of views by being a copycat and not even putting their own flair on the same information that they're regurgitating. Ticks me off. It really, really, really just ticks me off. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree with me on that. If you can truly understand and feel that, where you got somebody who doesn't even, if you've noticed content creators who don't even try to put up an effort, they're not even invested. It's like you almost see a vague, just a blind, watch out, puppy. Just a blind response, like it's not even a real person. You know what I mean? Let me know if you see it. Thank you, Gabe, for putting 1 in the chat. You see it, just it's not like for instance, and yeah, I'm gonna be shady just for a little bit. Everybody's not a fitness guru. Everybody's not a dating coach. Okay, everybody is not qualified to tell you how to manage your relationship or be a man or be a woman. Let's get that straight. Okay. And when I've seen content creators literally use the same formula, literally take notes from bigger content creators or even smaller content creators who bring their own original notes, flair, and input into something, and they are literally copy and pasting that ticks me off. When they get thousands of views, when I can like literally go on a live or put a video together that's completely like original, or if I am biting off of something, I'm putting my own interpretation on it, and it's not generating nothing. And I'm gonna go ahead. I know I'm going way off the cuff. What triggered this live to go the way it's going? I recently put up a short this past Sunday, and it was a recent interview that I did, Mr. Garfield Bright. Thank you, Mr. Garfield Bright, for allowing me to interview you. And the show, from what I heard, the 90s Fest they recently had here in Shreveport was a hit. Yeah, I wish I would have been there. I've been so busy with work, so many other obligations, but I at least wanted to get in touch with them and get an interview. So thank you, Mr. Garfield Bright, if you're watching this. But what ticks me off, though, is the fact that, okay, when I put out the short, it took X amount of hours just to get a few views. And I'm like, wait a minute, I've had shorts that they like almost immediately go into the thousands. And I'm not saying everything is gonna go into the thousands, but it's with that gaslighting that I can't stand, or that shadow banning or whatever the stuff is called, where you intentionally try to hinder somebody. The post that I want the algorithm to push, the things I really like need or I put a little bit more effort into, it's like you punch me for it, and it's not even being pushed. Yet it could be some negative crap that's completely regurgitated, that has no positivity, that has no insight, that has no research put into it, that has no proper formatting put into it, doesn't even have entertainment to it. Even if you don't have the research or the insight. And I know you really should have your research or insight on any bit of information. Be entertaining. I mean, no, I'm not the biggest star in the world, but one thing I have learned as a performer, you don't bore your audience. You don't. And there's some folks who literally on the internet, if you're offended by this, it might be talking about you. If there's some folks on the internet who are not even that good getting thousands of views. And I mean, yeah, my setup is cheap as all get out. But guess what? I've seen folks in their car rant like crazy. They didn't even have a proper setup format. They just literally talking on the phone, get thousands some views. And my Quentin, it crossed my mind a little bit. It did. It crossed my mind a little bit. It did. It ain't nothing official or nothing legit yet. But I was like real close to it. And I'm gonna tell you one of the reasons why I got into the content creation game. I'll be completely transparent with y'all. And after I say this, I want to break this live down more into an organized format, just off the cuff, off my head. Number one, I'm a performer. I've learned my one of the things I love to do, one of my callings in life is a performer. I'm an actor. I'm a theater guy. I'm a big movie buff. I love being in the movies. I love to perform. I love to showcase. I love to create things and organize things and put on productions and stuff like that. I've always been like that since I was a little kid. Okay. And part of me for a long time didn't even want to do this because I felt like if I was being too transparent, I'd be telling too much of my business. But the fact of the matter is, I barely even told y'all or the audience anything. I tell you what I want you to know, which I want to stay that way, because I also know that fine line between being a creative and then just telling everybody your business. And I've learned not to tell everybody my business. I know everybody's not rooting for me. And it's just not just me. I want any other creative out there who you bust your ass. Yeah, I'm cussing on the live. To tell everybody I'm cussing on the live, I'm cussing. Bust your ass in your craft. Yet it's like you get nothing. You get shambles. You just get scraps. You don't get any type of appreciation or any type of accreditation. Yet there's folks that don't even care about their craft. Don't even care about the craft. They just out there just turn on the camera and doing stupid crap. Like, I can't stand people that do these lame pranks. And here's the thing. I'm all for a good prank, but don't hurt nobody with the prank. You hurting somebody with the prank, and yet you getting thousands upon millions of views, actually kind of traumatizing somebody. Yet somebody could literally just could almost do the same thing, but not really hurt no one. Actually put on a good show by themselves or with friends. Yet they barely get pushed. It ticks me off. It really, really ticks me off. And you know what? And I know this is just part of the system. I know this is part of the game. And I don't hate YouTube. I don't hate TikTok. I don't hate Facebook. I don't hate Instagram. And forgive me in advance if the word HATE is offensive on a live or algorithm. And I'm grateful for every amount of views. I'm by no means, I can't go against the system. I don't have a big budget like that. You know what I'm saying? YouTube and Google and Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Rumble, all these big conglomerates. No, I have no chance against them. Okay, I'll admit it. But I am going to express myself. There's folks that have cussed out YouTube all which way but left. So I'm actually being extremely tame. I am grateful for YouTube allowing me to use this platform to showcase my talent, showcase my speech, showcase my rants and whatnot. And yeah, this is a rant. And y'all know I've never done a rant before. This is my first time going on a rant. But I can share this with y'all. Yeah, Gabe, I've seen those pranks on Facebook. I've seen them on TikTok. There's some stuff, and I'm going to round TikTok a little bit. There's some stuff I've seen on TikTok. I did a live on TikTok a while back, a couple of months ago. And all I said was something on the lineup. I mentioned Andrew Tate. Because people have said I favor Andrew Tate, like I'm a light-skinned black version of Andrew Tate, which Andrew is of black. That says he has Negro in him, as the word would say. I know he's biracial, but they say I aesthetically somewhat favor him. And at first I didn't see it, but then now yeah. So I start imitating him. I never really followed him. I hear his voice and I just pop off and imitate him. So I said, okay, y'all hit the like button, something if you want me to act like Andrew Tate, just something like that. Just boosting up the likes, put it on the show, all different stuff like that. End up getting the live shut down. I'm like, what the is this? And I think it was some type of warning where it says some soliciting or something like that. And I'm like, all I'm asking for was lives. I'm not even asking for money. That's the reason why I'm pushing more more likes. And that's one thing about us content creators. Hey, how you doing there, Rain? Hey, I'm ranting. I'm mad. I'm a little upset. I'm a little peeved. Really, really, really peeved. I am. Because it's like with social media in general. I don't know if some of my audience is not getting notifications, but when you guys remember, and I know I'm going I'm just going off of what's on my head and just releasing it. I've just ran on TikTok about how they've suppressed me in times, and I'm like, wait a minute, TikTok. Now I'm one of the main people who made a skit about you with bereaving over you, and now look at this. There are times I get some great amount of views. One of my last skits got a great amount of views. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. It was the Mission Impossible skit. Thank you so much. That was the most I've ever gotten, or at least more than I've ever gotten. But then, like, one of the following things or some of my other skits in posts barely got 100, or less than that. I've had some that literally. There was one post that I did when I was in a photo shoot. Letting people know, hey, I got this coming up. And literally nobody watched. And okay, yeah, I know I'm not a big name. You just go ignore me. Okay, I get it. But there could at least been some views on it, even if it wasn't any likes. So when I'm seeing that there's no views on something, okay, it's like you're suppressing. You're not even pushing it. And I'm using the hashtags. Hey, Gabe, and hey, Rain, y'all in the house. Miracle and Rain are in the house. Thank you guys for coming. And thank you guys for being supportive and being consistent. I want to thank y'all for that. I want to thank Rain, I want to thank Miracle. I want to thank Kuas. I want to thank all my consistent crew. Thank y'all, because y'all don't have to do it. And I understand our audience didn't have to watch me. That's the thing, that's the thing about entertainment. Unfortunately, it's not an essential profession, because people can find a way to entertain themselves, but sometimes there's other professions that are technically more important. I would say, if anything about entertainment, it can somewhat I wouldn't say control society, but life would be extremely dull if you didn't have entertainment. It's a matter of fact, sometimes it helps steer society, or it reflects what society currently is, because you need music, you need a visual, you need writing, you need entertainment, you need storytelling. That you do need. That's been since the beginning of time. You don't necessarily center a civilization around storytelling, but you do. That is a need, but it's not the most important. There are other professions that are more important. But again, when you love to do something, when you care about what you do, and you see that folks that are intentionally have doing it, BSing, for lack of a better term, getting more views. Like, I remember hearing earlier this year, they were talking about YouTubers on easy mode. I'm like, okay, easy mode. We'll see. And so I'm literally seeing, and maybe it's just because I'm watching the wrong timeline. I'm looking at these other people's timeline, but I've seen people on this platform literally get thousands of views. Talk about, if you want to learn how to get thousands of views, watch this video. You don't even know how to get thousands of freaking views. You have a YouTube channel, trying to tell somebody else how to grow their YouTube channel, and you're not even a legitimate, like, long-term YouTuber. You just hopping off the freaking bandwagon like a bona fide scam artist. It's not like you're somebody who actually has technical skill on the analytics and showing how to truly grow on YouTube. You might and this is just, I don't know. Like, I'll tell y'all some of the YouTubers that inspired me. Like the Angry Man channel. I remember Angry Man back in the day when he had the comic book box frame, when it was a faceless channel. He puts effort into his work. Whether you agree with him or not, I don't always agree with him, but I respect the man's hustle and how he built his YouTube channel. Lovely T is another one. I remember when she had the all white background and when she was in her bedroom and had her shoes and everything on the shelf and stuff like that. I remember those days. But she was consistent and she had more journalistic integrity than a lot of journalists, official journalists out there. I wasn't a huge fan of him, but he's amazing at growing his channel. Yeah, that's right, Ryan. Another one is O'Shea Duke Jackson. He say all kind of crazy, wild stuff. I remember one of his lives, he cussed somebody out so bad it was ridiculous. But he puts in effort on his content. He has a great editor. I think his name is Dima, and they kind of work together on a lot of skits and a lot of the commentary. Great job, Country Wayne. Lily has a film storytelling empire on YouTube, episodic. Episode by episode by episode. I literally every time I go to work, I check it at least to do an update on Country Wayne skits. And literally the second those skits come out, I don't know how he's cracked the code with it. And I admire that. Shout out to Mike Bliss. I actually spoke with Mike Bliss almost like a year ago or 2 years ago. I think it was maybe like 2 years ago. And I'm gonna talk with Mike Bliss in the future. I'm just saying I'm not gonna tell you all my business on this live, but the second those skits come out, people have talent with Justin the Jeans. Exactly. But there's a lot of talented people who just don't get pushed, but there's a lot of no talents that get pushed. But I mean, the second Country Wayne comes out with a skit, you literally got 10,000 views in less than 5 minutes, or less than that, less than a minute. And I admire that. I respect that. I'm not even a fan of Kai Cenat like that. I'm not a hater. I mean, I don't follow him. And some of the things, a lot of stuff is above my head. I'm a seasoned millennial. He's a Gen Z. So I'm like, what's this guy's jib? What makes him stand out? But one thing I will definitely give Kai Cenat, he has personality. He has gotten big names on his show. He has personality, and he knows how to host and keep a show going. Some of the pranks and stuff like that might be like bull crap, but he knows how to host. He knows how to be in a show, a one-man show by himself, and don't let him and I think it was the Agent Double O get on there together. They know how to vibe together. It's like the podcaster and the YouTuber is like the newest talk show host now. I know it's a lot of things, the landscape has changed. And y'all know I'm an actor. Okay, so y'all know me being an actor, you have to have your headshots and your reels and different stuff like that. You got to be professional and this, that, and the third. But there is a frustration where you do all this as an actor, but you hear stories about people who don't even want to be actors, who don't even care to be actors, who are not even good actors. I know I'm not the greatest, but I'm damn sure not the worst. And yet, they get speaking roles like that. They get leading roles. And you know what? I can understand why people get ticked off on the nepotism argument, but I'm even saying in this, and I'm not defending nepo babies, but I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt. At least you come from a actor or big name that gets you in the door. But we talking about folks who don't even come from that. They're not even good content creators, end up getting a speaking role, or even talented. Or even not even necessarily a content creator, like not even a model. And some of the people the so-called models that get the speaking parts and stuff don't even traditionally have the look. It's not like Tyra Banks when she was in that Barbie doll movie and she ended up getting the role, or she was in the Higher Learning and stuff like that. At least she look good. There's some models that get roles. I'm like, how the heck you get off of that due to so-called sex appeal? That's the thing that really frustrates me. That's like musicians. Like there are some folks in the music industry right now who can't sing a lick, can't hold a tune. If it wasn't for auto-tune, they'd really be in trouble. Or that's vocalists. I'm talking more about vocalists. But let's talk about musicians. Those folks don't even know how to play an instrument. They don't even know how to play an instrument at all. Not even you can't carry a basic church service. You can't even carry a little dance hall. You can't do nothing. Not a drum, not music, not piano, not guitar, nothing musically inclined. You sit there, go on the computer, and put what a little bit of this and that. And you're not even good with this. There's a lot of them that's not even good with that. You're not even a good, strong ear or willing to grow. Not even one willing to grow. That get pushed to the freaking mood. Yo, what's going on, me? What's going on with you, man? I'm ranting, man. I'm mad. What's going on, Kuas? It's great to see y'all again. It's great to see my crew all here on the live. What's going on? Thank y'all so much. I'm just ranting. I'm pissed. Yeah, I'm cussing on the live. I'm pissed. Because I've seen this happen before. You know, and I'm happy to see you too, me. I'm happy to see you too. I'm happy to see me and Kuas and Gabe and Rain. I'm glad to see my thank you guys for being loyal and just keep on watching. I greatly appreciate it because you don't have to watch me, but you do, and I thank you for it. I am truly, truly grateful for that. So shout out to Kuas, shout out to me, shout out to Gabe, shout out to we're going to be an angry mob. I'm sick of it, but it's just the fact that when you care about what you do and you see a lot of bull crap so-called rise to the top, I'll just be thrown and slopped up at the top. Sick of that. Sick of it. Sick. Sick of it. Because there's too many. That's why when I think about it, and yeah, I've been on this live, I've been ranting for like 26 minutes. You got to go, man. That's all right. Thank you, me, for coming in, man. Just when you get a chance, watch the playback. Thank you for coming in, bud. But it just makes me mad. But I think about it. I look at other YouTubers that I admire. I mentioned that earlier in this live. They went through the same thing. And I know I'm going through the same process. I'm going through Angry Man went through it. Lovely T went through it. O'Shea went through it. I'm sure Kevin Samuels, before he blew up, went through it. Country Wayne, I'm sure before he really blew up, he went through it. So many other ones. Max Velocity. That's another one I really admire. Because, okay, Max Velocity, he just show you how legitimate he is. I appreciate you, Kuwas. Thank you so much, bud. You awesome. Thank you. And Max Velocity, he just officially graduated as a meteorologist. He just officially became a meteorologist. But he's had his YouTube channel of meteorology for years. And he was already more legit than a lot of folks that's already in the game of meteorology. And I admire that. And looking at people who bring that quality content, whether you're teaching, whether you're instructing, whether you're advising, whether you're watching over something, whether you are just putting on a good show and you just want to make people laugh or make people invested in your stories and your dramas or whatever art and craft you put together. I'm not talking about those type of people. I'm not talking about people who actually put in the effort. Even if your production value is not big. I get to 5K views, but now my shorts get like 2. Are you talking about 2K, Kuwas, or just you talking about 2? If 2K, that's great. One of my last lives did that, and I'm grateful for it. It's just that when you capture that type of momentum, it doesn't make sense when one of your lives get 2,000 and then the next one didn't even get seen. It's like, what's going on here? Why are you intentionally doing that? I'm not doing it saying or doing anything that's intentionally offensive or nothing like that. I don't know, man. I'm kind of makes me mad. Pisses me off. Yeah, I said piss again. It does. But I care about what I do. I love to do what I do. And guess what? I'm going to add on to it. You don't have to have a big production to bring out quality content. There's folks, and I mentioned there was some people that just pull out their phone, their car, in their house or something like that and just rant. And it might not be quality. But there's a difference between actually informing somebody or actually getting some off your chest or actually relating to people and then just putting up some BS. That's different. Like, for instance, I look at AMS, Angry Man Strategies. Oh, not Angry Man, Alpha Male Strategies. That's the name, Alpha Male Strategies. All he do is pull out his camera, but the man, he talk for days, but he talking some real game. He talking some real stuff. It is actually like quality. He don't have no big editing or setup or flash and stuff like that. He just go. But he's on it. He knows what he's doing. It's just so many. And I always felt like there was one time I should have actually just built more of a mystique. But by that point, it's like if you could try to pull all that mysterious stuff all you want to, you'll never get to anybody. That's what I tell myself. It's like I know a lot of actors, like the big names, and of course I've never met them or nothing like that. But I'm sure a lot of actors they don't have to relate or get or engage with their audience because they have a big conglomerate backing them, so they can pull off the art or mystery. They can be mysterious. They don't have to post their on social media every day. Some might do that just to, chug stuff down your throat to keep themselves relevant. But dang, I don't know. But on that note, y'all, I will tell you, no, I'm not giving up. I thought about it for a while. I was thinking, maybe I'm wasting my time with the content creation game, and I like a lot of my work has been in vain. But I'm not. I am not. If y'all still on this roll or this journey with me, because I know the chat looked like it's kind of recently stopped. Y'all put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're still with me. I won't, Rain. I won't. And I understand my content on the channel might not be the most solidified, or sometimes it's kind of off the random with certain things. But I will admit I have wrestled between trying to keep up with the trends and bringing my own ingredient to the table. Because I know one thing about this day and time as an artist, as a creative, as anybody in any type of profession. In this day and time in general, I say this. You can't be stuck to one thing. You can't. I'm not, and I am going to make some changes to the channel. I talked with Gabe about that earlier day. I'm not going to completely revamp it. I'm not just going to scrap it and then start all the way over. No. That ain't happening. No. You might see some changes to the channel, but we ain't just doing no, and then that's it. No. I'm better than that. I'm not giving up like that. I thought about it, but I was like, no. Nope. For the mere fact of it's just going back to the drawing board, new game plan, new fresh perspective. And that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. Because one thing is for sure, in this day and time, you can't be bound to just one thing. You just can't. You got to have multiple hustles. You got to show as many talent, so show as many talents as you possibly can. Not just be bound to one thing. You know what I mean? You just can't. I could do more than one thing. I'm not just a reaction channel. I'm not just a skit channel. I'm not just a vlog channel. I'm not just an interview channel. I'm not just a channel with acting. And I know I could literally start a channel for each sector. Okay, here's my acting channel. Here's my interviews. Here's my vlogs. And no. All the stuff that I can, all the stuff I'm gonna do on here. And that's why it's called the One EJS channel, because I'm the one that can do a lot. That's not ego. I'm just admitting what I can do. Point blank, period. Because in all, it's all around entertainment. It's different aspects of it. It's different forms of it. It's different ways of doing it. Because you got a whole heck of a lot of people who sector themselves or hold themselves off or box themselves up into one thing, or use their channel and box it up in one way, and it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, if you really good at something, okay, I completely understand that. But it just sometimes you gotta mix it up. And I know I'm yawning, but I ain't gonna get off the live. We've been on this live for 34 minutes. I got a lot more talking to do. Wait a minute, is that Lexi? Hey, Lexi, what's going on? I'm ranting, Lexi. I'm mad. I'm PO'd. I'm pissed. What's up, Lexi? How you been? I'm mad. I'm PO'd. I'm pissed. I'm still talking about how just social media is just, I see the con in the con game and content creation. That's good. And guys, when I'm talking and stuff around, please don't think I'm ignoring you. I'm not. I'm looking right here at the phone, just talking, and then I see the comments at the bottom. But it just it ticks me off. I understand every video is not gonna go viral. I completely understand it. I completely understand it. So some things take time, but when you notice that literally one video shoots up to the roof, okay, by that point, the drop off should not be that big when that many eyes have gotten on it. And then when the next video comes out, you're barely getting into a double digit. What's going on? You know? I said I'm getting a phone call and they don't know I'm on live. Like, what is going on? Like that doesn't make any sense at all. That's like intentional hampering. And it's like it's one thing if I'm the type of person that defies, the rules or something like that. I'm just defiant. I like going up against the system. I'm not even that type of person. Like usually you have to push someone to get to want to go up against the system. And I'm not like that. I don't even want to be like that. I'm not saying kiss the system, but I'm not. Don't want to be like that. I just want to put out my content and be treated fairly and get to that point where my audience keeps on coming and coming and coming and boom, bam, boom. But it just don't hold me back. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've ran it. And I'm still somewhat ran. It's like easing down now. It's really easing down. And I'm gonna tell you, when I got into that movie reaction phase, I'm trying to see where it started with the Terrifier. Shout out to Demson. I ain't seen Demson on a live, and I don't know when. I hope he's doing okay. We were doing like you remember that was our little era earlier this year. We was watching Terrifier. We was watching Smile. We was watching Paranormal Activity. You remember that game? We was watching a whole bunch, movies back to back to back to back. And it was good. Some of the reactions were good. Some things worked out well. Some movie reactions was like dull, like nobody really followed or watched. And I'm a big movie lover. I'm a big movie buff. In some lives, it just went off the cuff, and I don't mind fulfilling fan requests, as they would say, or requests from the audience. I don't. I would love to. I want to, and every now and then I'm gonna still keep on doing that. But I guess what really just got under my skin was like, okay, some people, and I'm not calling out nobody in general. I just say like, there have been some requests, and I'm like, where's the consistency? Where I understand life happens, so you might leave the phone or might go to work and then come back. But it's like, if you request, why you haven't come back? Why you haven't keep on watching? And I understand I can't fulfill every single request, or at least I do the best I can. And that's why I'm like, well, maybe I should have never started the request type of game, because then everybody's going to expect something. And if I don't do it in the time and the manner they expect, then I don't keep that audience. So I'll admit where my faults are at times, where I need to sharpen up. I will admit that. And I want to, and I'm going to, and I am doing it. Life happens. I'm at work. Been so busy. The summer reading program has been like, woof. Working me trying to make sure everything's on point with that. But also at the same time, I got to put in my energy and my effort for my own brand and my own thing. And it's not just being selfish for the sake of, I think I'm better than somebody else, just being arrogant. It's like, no, I'm just, how can I help out anybody else and I can help myself? Rain says, just do your best. I'm trying, Rain. It's just one of the moments where, hey, look, right now I'm going off the cuff, and I'm glad my audience, and yeah, I admit I have a small audience, but my small audience, doggone it, loves me. And maybe because I'm not paying for bots every single day, that's why I actually have an audience. Some people, and that's another thing. Some people, and if you're offended, I might be talking about you. Some people to pay for their audience. You don't have no natural audience. Like I've seen several people, many content creators on here. You don't even have no real audience like that. You done bought them bots to just say a couple of words, or if they say something, it's like some butt kisser. You already know they went on another moniker. Hey, look, Kuos, man. Look, I appreciate you want to do that, man. And there's gonna come a time, yeah, I'm gonna want donations, but I also know we in a tough financial time. I completely understand that. It'd be different if I had a big audience of in the thousands, hundreds of thousands. Then I could be more comfortable to say that because it's like, hey, okay, $1 from somebody, this, that, and the third ain't gonna hurt to help me out. You know what I mean? It's not gonna do that. But and eventually, and I'll admit, yeah, I might have like eventually put a Cash App on here. If you guys want to donate, I'm very, very grateful. But I also know I'm not going to push y'all like my group, especially like my group right here on YouTube that's watching me right now. I'm not going to hustle and beg like that. That doesn't look good. It'd be different if I had like a couple of dozen, hundreds, thousands, millions. Then it's like, oh yeah, Cash App button. It's gonna get to that point. I'm gonna be admitted with you. There's many people who pay for bots. And yeah, it's Patreon. And Gabe, and I've thought about that. And I am gonna do a Patreon. I want to make sure when I do a Patreon, it's something unique or something that's truly paid to. Ooh, I don't want to say pay for play. That don't sound right. Pause. Reverse that. Something that's more gatekeeping worthy. Like, okay, I'm finna pay for something exclusive. I'm gonna pay for something good because people are very fickle about their money. If you're not pushed by a big conglomerate, or if you're not backed by a big brand, or you're not a big brand, folks look at you a little crazy when you dare have enough, you know, off or enough confidence to say, "Pay me what I'm worth. Pay me what I'll." Fair, yo, Fair. It's been a minute. I almost barely recognized your name, but then when I said, wait a minute, I looked at it. Yeah. What's going on, Ab? Or Abe? I know you just said you remember me 3 times. What's going on, man? How you doing? It's been a minute. It's been a minute. Yo, Abe is in the house. What's going on, homie? It's been a minute, man. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for the light. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for just coming back and see, even if I haven't seen somebody in a while, like my boy Abe, I'm not gonna be mad because they hadn't been on every time. I'm not like that. I know we all got lives, man. Look, it's been a while since I've done a live. I've been working. I've been in theater productions. Kettle Corn, what's going on, homie? See, y'all making me feel better because I'm remembering names now. What's up, Kettle Corn? Y'all see I'm mad. Y'all see I'm pissed. I've been ranting. Y'all are my exclusive, man. Y'all are the true ones. Y'all are the true day ones. And I appreciate y'all just coming back more and more because, look, I'm going to show you how entertainment is kind of diluted. We're living in a day and time where people don't have to be on a stage to entertain. You can literally be sitting in your chair, chilling, ranting, and people are invested in you. And you know what? If that's how it's going, might as well go along with the times. I thought as an entertainer, you had to go through an agency. You had to go through a big stage. You had to go through this, that, and the third. You had to go to Hollywood. You had to go to California. You had to go to New York. You had to do this, that, and the third. Can you be on live just like 10, 30 more minutes just in case this might be your last live? Kuwas, man, you know what? This ain't going to be my last live. I'm here. But if y'all want me to stay a little longer on this live past 9 o'clock, put a yes or a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to stay a little longer. This live won't end at an hour. I'm not gonna end the lives like that, man. I was at that point where I was like, forget it. But I'm feeling better. Sometimes I just get things off my chest. I can get back to reality. I'll stay past 9 if you want me to, Kwas. How about everybody else? And that's another thing. Let me tell you another reason why I start cutting off at an hour. If y'all want to know in the chat. It was about to be my last live, Kettle Corn, man. It just YouTube, and I don't hate YouTube. It's just I'm like sometimes I feel like the algorithm hates me. I can put up something that's just like I was about to quit it, but I'm gonna tell y'all why I started cutting my lives down to an hour. There was a live I did a couple of months ago where I was playing a wrestling game. You remember WWE 2K25? So I was watching a movie and I played a wrestling game. So my live was like 2 hours. The first hour I had just as many people on here. I had like 6 likes. Remember, I had 6 likes. And then by the time that second hour came, by the time I passed 60 minutes, for some strange reason, the likes would knock down to 2. I'm like, how did it get knocked down to 2? I swear I had 6 likes. But what are you going to discuss as a palate cleanser? I'm thinking on that, Gabe, on what will be a good palate cleanser, something that'll change the game. But I don't want YouTube to take away my momentum. And I don't hate YouTube, but it's like, hey, YouTube, if you don't like what I'm hearing, don't hamper me. Don't hinder me. Don't sabotage me. I'm not your enemy. I'm appreciative that you have me on this platform. Same thing for Facebook, same thing for Instagram, same thing for TikTok. I mean, I understand, yeah, you might not want to hear every narrative out there, but I'm not even the most controversial. I'm not somebody that's actually attacking the system, you know? A fresh start to keep pressed. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I would say, guys, if anything, how about this? If I do like another live, like say after an hour, like once it hits that 60-minute spot, I stop and then I go back into a second live. How would y'all feel about that? Because the only reason why I say that, and I know y'all might not even want to do that. And I might not, and I'll linger over it more and more. I won't do a cut off and on. I won't do that. I'll stay on maybe like another 10 minutes past 9. It's just ever since that happened on that live, man. Ever since that happened where they took some of my likes away, I was like, that kind of stung me a little bit. I said, okay, I can't be on here too long, I guess. I don't know, y'all. I'm glad y'all engaging in the chat. I love when I see y'all just communicate. Y'all communicating with me. I appreciate that. I really, you guys just don't know how much I appreciate that. And I might even come out with another video where I really have a more organized breakdown of the struggles of a starving artist, the struggles of a local artist. I feel like that's something that a lot of creatives can relate to. Whether you are an actor, a writer, a dancer, a musician, a singer, a poet, a painter, a content creator, streamer, when you're putting up your effort, but you're not being seen. And I know that everybody is not going to be the big mega star, and I completely understand that. Now I've learned to almost accept that, like for real. But we all should be able to have and I'm gonna be completely honest here. We all should be able to have an audience that we can monetize, because the bills ain't gonna pay themselves. We ain't gotta be multimillionaires. Ain't gotta be the biggest audience in the world, but we should be able to get paid for our craft. We should be able to get paid for our time. We should be able to get paid for the work that we do. We should be able to get paid for the talent that we bring. You should be, even if it ain't the biggest amount. Do something. Do something. Something. I mean, and you know, I understand somebody might not have it. I'm completely understandable about that. I completely understand. But when I know that you can have it or you do have it and you just choose to want to shortchange me, that I can understand if somebody's a little bitter or grows a little ire. You know, they somebody can be a little peeved about that. That's completely understandable. And there have been, I've just gotten to the point where okay, every now and then I might take a production, depending on it's almost like weighing out the cost. Okay, can you do something for free? And let's face it, a lot of things you can't do for free. You can't, and it's not being a diva. It's not being arrogant or saying you're better than this. It's not my last live Kettle Corn. It's not. It's not Kettle. It's not Kettle. At one point, I thought about it. I said it was kind of going to be, but I said no, it's not. I was really in my feelings. I was in my emotions, and I needed to lies about fan stories like those wrestling stories you mentioned. And I thought about that. It's like, and I'll admit one of my flaws about my channel, what I need to improve on, is finding the identity. But I'm such a jack of all trades. That's what I really am. I've learned that that's kind of one of my things in life. I'm a jack of all trades. I'm not just meant to be in one sector. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Just not. It's like I'm a jack of all trades, but that doesn't mean I haven't mastered any or I can't master something. I feel like you can't be a jack of all trades and master a few. I know they say jack of all trades and master none, but there's some if you are more dedicated than others or you just got that talent more than others in a certain way, you can master it. But that's really the thing. That's what just ugh. Uh, I'm thinking, y'all. I'm thinking. As a content creator, what I wrestle with is what I could bring to the table that's unique, that still somewhat is a need or feeds an audience, like some type of good little substance. But yet I know that creatively I'm being fulfilled. And there's things I want to share with y'all. There's things I want to do. Yeah, it's not. It's yeah. I moved the camera. It's not in the same angle. Y'all know me from seeing like from this angle, like an opposite side. I'll show you real quick. And I don't even have my ring light on. Show y'all. I was just wanted to go out. So y'all, how's this look now? That look a little familiar? I just don't have my ring light. Excuse me. I'm trying to pull my shorts down. I won't be inappropriate. You see how it's a little bit different? You see how it's a little bit different? That's why. But also notice I don't have my ring camera. That's why like the tone of it is a lot different. It's a lot darker. Yep. It's nostalgic. It's nostalgic. I mean, and that's another thing. I've even thought about changing my setup like to more industrial, like more studio-ish, quote unquote. More of like a studio vibe. More studio type of thing. Like I'll ask you this here. Would y'all like to see like a studio view, like in my little studio? Let me know. Put a 1 in the chat if you want to see a studio view. Like a studio look. I mean, yeah, like you know, like black background stuff like that. Instead of me just in my lazy boy chair like this. Okay, I'm getting a lot of 1s. Let's go. I'm gonna show y'all a little something because I've even thought about this, and I know it's like dark, dark, dark in this room. Just a second. Okay. If y'all see any junk, please ignore the junk. But okay, I don't want this falling. I know y'all see my face and everything. I'm giving y'all a complete, like, full blown. Hold on, just a second. Oh. I'm trying out something completely different. Or at least I'm tempted on doing something completely different. All right. Turn this light off. Can y'all see me? This is one of the ideas I had. This is too bright. This is like this light is very. This light is very. Marcus knows what I'm talking about. Shout out to Marcus personally. He knows like the quality of the light. How does this look? This looks maybe kind of like more sinister, kind of ish. That's cool. Reporting live. This is EJS News. I am Edwin. I am EJS. And we are going to talk about a good little subject called the con game and content creation. Are you ready for the con game and content creation? So this is literally one of the like setups that I kind of thought about. Y'all say y'all like it? This is a little, I don't know, it gives like a sinister tone. Maybe it's because the shadow. But I've literally thought about this. I've thought about it. I was like, what you think, Gabe? I see Kettle Corn say you like it. It's like the EJS talk show. And I've thought about that. The EJS talk show. Snazzy it up a little bit. The crowd goes wild. Hey. But you see how that lighting, one thing, lighting will change an entire atmosphere. Entire atmosphere. Matter of fact, I'm going to show y'all something. Y'all stay there. Y'all remember this shirt. This is like when I really started. Look at this. The EJS channel. Look at this old shirt. And sometimes I still rock it. Because I changed the name of the channel to the one EJS, I said, well, you know what? This will just be in the archives. Special guests and current events. When I interviewed Garfield Bright, I interviewed from right here. Now, of course, my lighting was a little bit different. It was more of cropped towards my head, not my body. But that's what I did. Right here. This is one of my shorts. Or at least one of the things I had on TikTok. One EJS, Edwin J. Sherman. And y'all can, if some of y'all want to start calling me Edwin, that's my name, Edwin. When y'all see me in movies and stuff, I will go by Edwin J. Sherman, like Michael B. Jordan, Edwin J. Sherman. Hey. And creating content and being great every day. Things I just put like that. Like it's something I've thought about. Changing up the look a little bit, changing up set. It took a long time to even have the confidence to showcase some of my skits outside this room. Like I don't want people seeing my house and nothing like that. Folks want to try to break in and shit like that. Like, and in the name of Jesus, that ain't finna happen because I watch this house like a hawk. Everybody ain't invited. So don't come ask me to come over to the house because you ain't invited. There's only a few people that came. There's one thing like, okay, Gabe, me and Gabe been homies for years. I think I can trust y'all because y'all my crew. Y'all my cool crew. And it took me the reason why I started my live early is because there was a guy that was selling a particular product, and shout out to him. His name is Jet. Selling a particular product. I was like, well, I'll see. I'll talk to my family about it. But that, and the third. Hold on, I'm trying to see what y'all saying. Let's see. But this is Edwin Sherman News or EJS News. You can call me EJ. EJ is very common. I won't be here for a couple of months. There's something I've been meaning to tell you. Why you won't be here a couple of months? And Gabe, that's right. You know me as Josh. I have to go, but it was fun chatting. It's good to see you again, Kettle Corn. Thank you for coming in. Why you won't be with us for a couple of months? Cool, what's going on? Don't scare me like that. You make it sound like it's something really bad. What's up? Are you serious? Yo, shout out to Kuas. Wait a minute, man. You joking. I don't know you as a prankster, Kuas. Are you serious right now? You trying out for Disney? Say it is so. I ain't gonna say it ain't so. Say it is so. You got you tried out. You going out there in Cali? So it's gonna be Disneyland, right? Because Disneyland is in California. Disney World is in Florida. Try it out as who? Tell me. You gotta tell us the character. As a fellow actor, I am happy for you. I'm elated for you. And I'm gonna tell you why I'm elated for you. Because in an audience like that, you're getting new people every day because you're getting tourists every single day. You don't get the same audience. That's literally you are building your reps in front of different people, putting on a caricature. Maybe Incredible 3. That's what's up, man. That's awesome. Kuas, out of all the Disney characters, who would you say you look like? Because I know I asked you, I said, what Kuas look like? You said, you don't want to show yourself. But if you could describe yourself as one Disney character, one you close to, who would you describe yourself as? Who would you favor? Let's pray for Kuas. He's got the job. He got it. He gonna knock it out the park. And we've been on the live for an hour, so thankfully, everybody hold me to it and hold the live to it. We've been at 6 likes on this live. So if something happens, I almost need a somebody screenshot this live with me on it. Gabe, if you don't mind screenshotting and send it to me, just in case if some sabotage happens. We got evidence. We need evidence. Yes. And everybody, if you don't mind, when Gabe is on his lives, please like the lives. I know sometimes, Gabe, I'm not always available to watch the entire live. I'm so busy. But every time I see Gabe's lives, I make sure I hit that like button. I'm supporting my homie Gabe because he don't have to help me out like that. But I appreciate him doing that. And we helping each other out, Gabe, because we're both writers and creators and content creators that are building our own empire. And we got to work together on this thing. Thank you for the likes, people. We got 7 likes on here. Thank you so much. Screenshot that 7. Anybody that can do that for me. Because if I screenshot it on mine, it might cut the screen off. You don't know Kuas? You know what? Kuas being humble. I'm gonna tell you what Kuas probably looked like. He probably looked like old boy. I'm trying to think of the character. A good one too. Real good. I'm thinking like Kuas, you probably favor some animated characters from like the late 90s, early 2000s Disney. Not like Aladdin in them, because Aladdin was like early to mid 90s. I'm thinking a Minion. Now you know ain't yellow and short like that. You ain't no yellow little cone or like no Minion. Dude probably looked like what's his name from Beauty and the Beast, or Tarzan, or Clayton from Tarzan. Or what was the Atlantis movie? Y'all remember the Atlantis movie that came out in 2001? That hidden gem. That era of Disney movies that were great, but they weren't really appreciated because the Pixar style was taking over, and Shrek came out and tore the game down. One blue eye, one green. That's cool, man. One blue eye, one green. Ain't nothing freaky about that. That's cool. It is unique. One blue eye, one green. That's unique. That's cool. Don't feel bad about that. That is cool. But this is what y'all think about this this lighting. If I were to start creating content or doing lives or reports or something from this point of view, from this lighting, this background, this light, in this positioning. Oh man, shoot. You do the same for me. Yeah, that's why I said I was about to like this kind of quit the lives and really just doing like the content creation stuff. Nah, man. We're gonna keep on going. I'm more determined than ever now. I am. Indeed, I am. So while I'm still on the live, let's talk about some things. Let's talk about where does the channel go to next? Awesome, recognize awesome. Who us? From one actor to another. Awesome, recognize awesome. So you already know. You awesome back, man. Definitely for sure. Let's talk stats of the channel. So my channel is more than one sector. You're going to see what's considered scattered or a wide variety of content. Let's say, hold on. Parker Durr. Hi, I'm back from on my other account. Okay, all right, Park. All right, Parker. Shout out to Parker. Parker in the house. Mr. Parker. So, reformatting the channel. I want to showcase my range as an artist, as a creator. Yes, I have my skits, and I'm still gonna put those out. I love doing them, but I still want to showcase how serious I am about the craft of acting and performing in general. I love to get information from people. So just like we all saw the interview, if you haven't seen the interview, please check it out. Let me know what you think. Please like the interview with me and Mr. Garfield Bright. If y'all ever heard of a song called If I Ever Fall in Love Again, I'll Be Sure the Lady Is a Friend. It's from a legendary group by the name of Shy, early 90s group. Okay, I never thought I'd actually be interviewing a professional recording artist. Thank you for the likes, people. I never thought I'd actually be interviewing a recording artist. But I could say I've done that, and I really enjoy it. I really appreciate it. And it not only is it engaging to the audience, I want to make sure that as a creative myself, I'm helping other creatives get information they never would have gotten if I never had the interview. You know, what's another secret, Kuas? What's up, bud? The vlogging, just some of the trips I've taken. And I've never traveled like that. I'll tell you one thing. Some of the events I've been in, like there's a talent show I'm going to show y'all pretty soon that I was in. There is the Taco Wars. I know it's been late. It's been a minute, but I'm going to show y'all the Taco Wars real soon. There was another thing. Another theater production I did downtown Shreveport, The Other Side, I'm going to show you guys real soon. It's several things that I've done. I have such a backlog of content, of vlogging content I want to show y'all. And if you are not a member of my Discord group, please check out the Discord group, The One EJS Central. That's where we really get into some deep talks. We talk about stuff we don't usually talk about on YouTube, and we just really engage and get to know each other and relate to each other. I will continue to do my lives. I will admit, every week might not be a live. And the reason why is because my schedule has gotten so busy that I have to prioritize. My mom just had knee replacement surgery. Shout out to mama. She's healing up good. She in pain, but she's healing up good. So I want to make sure I take care of mama and see if she's all right. Of course, work has been keeping me busy, things of that nature. So I'll admit the schedule for the lives might change. It might not be weekly. It might be every other week. I want to make sure I'm not missing a month without you guys. It might be every 2 weeks. There might be some times I might literally do a live every single day. If I'm just in that mood where I want to binge live, hey, let's do it. If there are times that I can't do it, I can't. That's why I want to make sure there's always a central spot, whether it be my YouTube community post where you guys know when I'm going to go live. Know when I have a new project coming out. You guys want to see me on the set. You guys want to see me in the shows. You guys want to see some products I'm coming out with. There are going to be some things I haven't forgotten, Gabe. Let me see what you're saying. I have a voice in my head sometimes. A music artist I can relate to is the Ren and his song, Hi Ren. He makes me crazy, gives me insomnia. You know what? Who else, man? I'll tell you. Gabe could tell you, because I mentioned it on the live. I have created wrestling characters since childhood. And those wrestling, and not only have I created wrestling characters, I've created other fictional characters. That's the writer in me. And I have yet to bring them to life. That's why I have to thank my boy Gabe so much, because he's one of the few people. And be sure to screenshot this screen, y'all. I have 8 likes. And, and if you get a chance to send them to me, the only reason why I say screenshot is in just in case something wonky happens. I admire Gabe for doing that. He brought a lot of his childhood characters to life. He kept Brownie going. He kept Yumiko going. He proudly displays where the references of his characters, Star Striker, come from Static Shock, come from Yu-Gi-Oh! And I said, you know what? And I thought about it for a while. I have so many books that are teaching you how to write stories. I want to write stories for so many different demographics, from little kids to adults. I'm not bound by one small thing. And I am going to start bringing out more tangible products for you guys to enjoy, and not just for you guys, but for the world to see, and for the world to hear, and for the world to read, and for the world to interact with. So much. So shout out to Gabe on that. And I'll be honest with you. I'm liking the view here with the black background with the light. How do y'all feel about this? Like, I'm more like news reporterish. You see, like in the last live, when I was in the living room, I'm a little bit more lax. Right here, I'm more ready to go. Let's do this. More professional. You know what I'm saying? This is where I perform my skits. Like when y'all see the black background, this is like skit range. This is all skit stuff. All right. Listen to High Rent. Hey, that's it. Let's see what Rain is saying. I'm an artist, but my dad's a writer who has a lot of books, mostly based on Christian-based. And that's not right. That's great, because you need more Christian-based stories. And I'll admit, I don't really have any Christian-based stories. I have some. Let's scratch that. I have some stories that are like allegorical, that are inspired by Scripture. There's some great adventurous stories in the Bible. There's some great history in the Bible. There's some great facts in the Bible. There's some great prophecy. There's some great stories and parables. There is some great knowledge and advice in the Bible. The Bible is the greatest book, in my opinion, ever, because it's the true multi-faceted book. There's other books I like. There's self-help books. There's fictional books and stuff like that. But the Bible is number one. Number one. You can really peep some game in the Word of God. And I'm not just saying that because I'm a deacon. I'm saying that because it's true, whether you like it or not. So what everybody else is saying. Also, one on depression that can get things through. It has some cussing in it. That's all right. I'm like this about cussing. As long as you ain't just doing it for the sake of just being foolish. Hey. Some like Patrick would say on SpongeBob, sentence enhancers. I know about sentence enhancers. Sometimes you enhance a sentence by cussing. But you just don't cuss just to cuss, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes it gets a little foul, it gets a little wonky, it gets a little silly. You know what I mean? So we've been on a live for an hour and 13 minutes, and I've enjoyed it. I feel better with it. I got some other things I have to do, so I'm thinking about ending it right here in a little bit. We're gonna see anybody that once again, and I know once Gabe, if you don't mind screenshotting this, like I said, with the 8 likes, or if anybody doesn't mind, anybody that's part of the Discord group, you screenshot it and then just send it to me. Only reason why I like keeping evidence. I'm going to get to that point. The only reason why I'm not doing this because I don't want to cut off the live by screenshotting on my phone, because then the screen might go black. I might not recoup. Okay, only two or 3. Yeah. I understand. I understand if the current audience, if it goes down like 2 or 3, but I'm just talking about the likes. I'm seeing right now it says 8 likes. Correct me if I'm wrong, everybody. It's like 8 thumbs up. Like it's at the top of my phone screen. It says 8 likes, so that's why I'm on it. Casey's parents are cool people. They should definitely get to meet them. I like to meet them. Miracle says 9. Hey, if it's 9, that's even better. I greatly appreciate that. Every like, and it's gonna get to the point, y'all, where the audience is gonna get to that triple, the quadruple, or even 5 times, 6 times, 7 time digit. But just know, guys, continue to just support me. I'll continue to support y'all. Y'all gonna be in the VIP of it because you stay faithful with it. Straight up. And I mean that too, because y'all don't have to watch me and you do. And I greatly appreciate it. I greatly appreciate it. I want y'all to stay on these adventures with me. I want y'all to stay on the one EJS channel. I want y'all to stay rocking with me. You think they like me? I think if they your family, Casey, I know they're cool people. I already know they're cool people. Really, I do. But we've been on the live for an hour and 15 minutes. I know one thing for sure. I am hungry. Y'all know I used to eat on my lives a lot, right? Put a 1 in the chat if you want to know what I'm gonna eat tonight. Because I'm probably gonna get a workout in before I eat. I need to lift some weights. And I'm glad I mentioned that, lifting weights. Do y'all want to know what if you haven't watched my channel since 2021, since the year 2021, do you know what my channel originally was going to be for? Let me know if you want to know if you want to remember, if you remember what my channel used to be about. The original purpose of the channel. That's right, Gabe. It used to be a fitness channel. My channel used to solely be about fitness. And the thing about it is, my intention with the channel being solely about fitness was really just to transfer it into an entertainment channel. My goal was going to transfer it to an entertainment channel, but it was originally a fitness channel. And that was because I had a huge weight loss in 2018. And then in 2021, I really started to cut down my weight. I started getting more detailed. And when I started doing that, a lot of people started asking me all at one time, how did you lose the weight? How did you lose the weight? How did you lose the weight? I'm getting on my knees in this chair because I'm trying to see. You see my gym shorts? Yes, I'm rocking gym shorts, people. I'm trying to give y'all a thrill. But I will get, if I can accidentally give one heck of a thrill though. But yeah, I'm wearing this striped kitty looking shirt, old classic like 90s type of shirt with some gym shorts. I'm at the house. I'm chilling. I know my setup is not the most sharp, but oh well, y'all know me by now. But yeah, my channel was originally about fitness. It was solely about fitness, about weight loss results. Not the pants, but YouTube shorts. Boom. And he's a comedian. I love it, Kuas. Yep. That's it, man. I'm literally rocking the YouTube shorts. Well, I don't have the YouTube on there, but you know. But however, it was a fitness channel. It was solely a fitness channel talking about weight loss, and I wasn't even really showing workouts. I would probably start showing them. I started showing them in the shorts, but I was just talking about what I did to lose weight because so many people started asking me all at one time. And so, you know, I was doing that for a while. And then, like I told y'all, the passing of my uncle, he passed away December 2021. And that knocked me off my rocker for a bit. And I slowly regressed back into depression and started putting on weight again. It wasn't until like, ooh, time is flying. Last year, the year before last year, September of 2023, I was really at a low point. I was a bad depression because I really put on the weight again. And I said, I'm going to lose this weight again. I reverted back to the same habits I did before. And I got back down. Y'all saw that short. If y'all look at that short I did last year, September this time, I got lean again. I was more comfortable taking my shirt off in public or or on TV or on the screen. I recommend Hope Again by my dad, Bruce Hennigan. Okay. What is it about? Is it a story or is it like self-help or scripture? Let me know what it's about, Rain, because I want to look into that. Hope Again. I really want to look into that. I definitely want to look into that. But That was what my channel was originally about. And then when I got back on my channel, I started to do food reviews. You know, y'all know I love Crumble Cookie. Matter of fact, I might go to Crumble Cookie this week. Crumble been denying me a snickerdoodle, and about time they brought snickerdoodle back on the menu. I done earned me a good snickerdoodle, y'all. I might have to get a snickerdoodle this week. What's going on, Kerwin? It's been a minute, Kerwin. See, I'm seeing names I ain't seen in a minute. What's going on, bud? I think. Have you been on the live before? I've seen some Kerwins and Cooks. What's going on, man? I was just ranting earlier. I understand grinding too. I was about to quit live streaming and in the content creation, but I said no, I'm gonna keep on going. How do you like this setup compared to me being in the lazy boy chair? Yeah, I had a feeling you've been on before. I'm changing up my style. I literally went from the lazy boy chair to recliner to in here to just see how it look, how with the audience like this. I might do some reports. Might talk about some different things. It's a self-help. I had a feeling it was self-help. I definitely want to look into that book. If you got a link to that book or anything, Casey, let me know. For sure. But that's the thing. I was ranting earlier because like some of my skits I've done, I put so much effort into them. I'm like, I hope some people really like this. And sometimes with some of the things, I'm like, well, maybe I'm the only one that thinks it's funny. And I will admit, some of my skits have been corny. Like, okay, it just wasn't that funny. Like, what in the world was I thinking about? Some of them have, but you live and you learn. It's like I'm really taking a freaking risk going out here and then doing this, you know? And the skits is just one part of my performance. It's not all. I'm more than just a skit actor. Skits is just like that quick little appetizer before you get the big main course. You know, it's like a little snack. It's like a vending machine food. It's like a little snack food. It's not the big shebang that you really, really could get. You know what I mean? It's not that big meal. I want to feed y'all some big meals of content. That's true scripted storytelling where you see me as an actor. Where you see me behind the scenes as an actor. Where you see me as a performer. Where you see me as a writer. Multi-dimensional. And I know I talk about it. I know I'm just ranting about it, but I definitely want to show y'all. I want to show you more and more. That I want to do. But I want to get the opinions of this setup. How y'all feel about this setup? I know anybody with a professional eye that's like, oh, maybe that light is a little harsh or the frame ain't right. But this is something different. I'm changing it up a bit. I'm changing it up. I'm mixing up styles. Sometimes you got to mix the style up before, you know. Hey. So if y'all love it. Now, I won't be able to do reactions from here in this studio. I'll have my TV in here. If I do any like movie reactions, I will do it, you know, of course, in the living room. I might have another setup. I'm branching out more, I should say. You say you with it, go for it. Okay. We'll give it a shot. Some content, what I'll do, I won't do reactions from this room or from the studio. Any movie reactions going to either be in the living room, possibly even the game room or studio. I'll show y'all that. When I'm making it to like a multi-room. I ain't telling all my business. Like I say, you know, I ain't inviting everybody. I just say that for safety purposes. Not y'all, but, you know, just, hey, I'm in it right there. So I could do it here in the studio. But like here in the studio is where the skits and storytelling, as well as maybe some reports to come in or interviews. So like if I'm interviewing anybody, like I did Garfield Bright, I'll conduct my interviews right here. I will conduct them right here. That's what I do. The one EJS news. One EJS News. How that sound? Maybe on some reports. Let me know what y'all think. EJS News. One EJS News. Thank you so much, Kuas. Yes, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like button. Please hit that like button. LinkedIn with the group chat. Thank you so much. Thank you. So, say if I go off the cuff here, I'm doing like a little segment, like off the fly. Y'all want me to do like a little performance off the fly? News reporter? I'm thinking news reporter. The One EJS Talk Show. I'm going to try news reporter and I'll try talk show. All right, so here we go. And wait a minute. Wait. And action. This is the One EJS News right now, current events. So apparently, Job Corps Shreveport, Louisiana is officially closed. Now, local citizens in the area are complaining about why such a prolific and monumental business that is substantial, let's see, I'm stuttering too much, substantial to communities' growth is being shut down. We're live with Marshall Mitsubishi, who's down at Job Corps right now. Got a little wonky with it. I can work with it a little bit. Also, in other news, we are waiting to see when they're going to open up another chain of Golden Chicks within the city. Now, there have been recent complaints that have stated that customers say that the food is too high at Golden Chick. Though the food is quite tasty at times, sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't, they have stated that maybe that the food quality and portion sizes need to increase, and also the lines, waiting in the lines, needs to decrease in order for civilians or patrons to be quite satisfied with their meal. We'll be tune in later to see what the updates are with Golden Chick in Shreveport, Louisiana. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna try talk show host. What's going on, y'all? This is your boy, the One EJS. The One EJS Talk Show live at night. We have some musical guests here. We got Garfield Bright, one of the singers of the group Shy, that's going to be singing tonight for us. He's going to have like a little bit of a little jam, a little solo session. He's got some new music coming out. You know what I'm saying? We got our boy Gabe, who's going to be coming out with some new Yumiko novels very, very soon. We have Rain Roberts, who does the artwork for the Yumiko novels. We all have our boy Kuas, a celebrity that we know most dearly, who is going to be performing out in Los Angeles, California at Disneyland. We don't know what role he's going to get. Apparently, he's in contracts and negotiations about what role he's going to get. We also have our boy, and hold up, wait a minute. We got our boy Fanzin in the house. Everybody shout out to Fanzin. That's a name I ain't seen in a good bit. Y'all give it up for Fanzin in the house. Everybody, y'all clap your hands. Clap your hands in the chat for our boy Fanzin, who is in the house on this latest talk show, the One EJS Talk Show, where we just talking and getting some things going. What's going on, Fanzin, man? Now I feel much better. I ain't seen you on a live in months. Where you been? I don't know if it would be mad or happy. I have not seen that name in ages. That's what I'm talking about. That's my group. Now I feel better. Y'all make me feel better. Now, here's the thing about the the One EJS Talk Show. We will only do hour-long shows because apparently with YouTube, there have been some type of complaints. Shows have become too long-winded. However, we want to keep the shows at least to an hour or hour 30 minutes. That way we can keep oh, yes, indeed. And we have the Lord in the house, because if we don't have God in the house, something is seriously wrong. You must have God first. We're going to give God the honor, glory, honor, and the praise before anything else. And then we're going to have us a good time. Ain't that right, everybody? Now, can everybody say amen here on the One EJS Talk Show? Fun fact, Brownie has a talk show in the Yumiko series. And now we have a special guest. His name is Brownie. What's going on, Brownie? Let's see. Well, hello. I like talk shows. Podcasts are great too. Yes, indeed. Fans, and how's the family been doing, fans? And I know last time I spoke with you, it was kind of rough and tragic, man. How's everything been going with that? You know, I'm on Discord. I know you're on Facebook, but I'm on Discord as well. I have not put out anything on my Instagram or Facebooks for the one EJS. Y'all know me as Edwin Sherman on there. If you just want to friend me on, I'm putting my name out there because y'all know, y'all can Google it. I try to be mysterious about it. My name is Edwin Sherman on Facebook. My Instagram is Edwin Sherman 2293 on Instagram. Edwin Sherman on Facebook. Y'all look at my banner. When y'all click on, my channel and then y'all see the videos and y'all see that like that line, like my headshot and then like the social medias around it, just follow me on there. But I'll still keep up the backup social medias. If you're not, hit that like button. Everybody, please hit that like button. I'm on Discord, everybody. Kerwin, Fanzin. I'm on Discord. The one EJS on Discord. And I have a group, the one EJS Central. So you guys please follow it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to write it. Matter of fact, I might already still have it on here. If not, I will write it on here real quick and you guys just follow. Kuas is on there, Rain is on there. If y'all can see it, I'm going to write on here. My Discord is all in capital letters. And the group is called the One EJS Central. If you guys can see it. And I'll start putting up links and stuff on the live and everything like that. That's where we all unite and talk and chat and have fun. Thank you so much, Miracle. The one EJS Central. That's it. Thank you, Gabe. So, I heard that neck pop. Thank you guys just for being my friends. Thank you guys for being my crew and being faithful. I know I'm not always there when I really need to be. Thank you so much, Kerwin. I just saw that, bud. I just saw it. I know that ain't who I think it is. Maddie in the house. What's going on, Maddie? Maddie is in the house. What's going on, everybody? What's going on, Maddie? How you doing? Madison is in the house. Maddie is in the house. I feel so much better. Thank you so much. And guys, if y'all not hit that like button, please hit that like button. I greatly appreciate it. I've been missing I'm glad I did this live tonight. I was feeling bad at first. I was frustrated, but I'm feeling better. I'm feeling better. I'm seeing my crew. And you guys are what's keeping me. You guys are what's keeping me doing this. Thank you so much for the likes, everybody. You guys are what's keeping me doing this. Y'all keep me motivated. Maddie, how do you like this setup? I'm talking with everybody right now. How do you like this setup for for the EJS, the one EJS channel? I'll still be on the recliner for movie reactions, but like for a lot of stuff, I'm gonna be here. The lighting's good. The setup is good. I'm gonna talk with Marcus Gabe, and I'm gonna get his opinion on it and see what he thinks. I'm gonna see. You want to change it up. You know what I mean? Change up the vibe. Change up the style. Change up the groove. You know. And if you guys have not seen my shorts, not these shorts, but if you guys have not seen my latest short, I just put up one before this live. Basically, it was the interview with me and Garfield Bright. You guys support that. I greatly appreciate it. Hit that like button. I always tell everybody, look, if you can do a financial cash donation, I love that too. If you can't, that like button is good enough as well, because that lets that algorithm know I'm doing a good thing and I got support. Whenever Gabe gets on a live, or whenever he has his post, I hit the like button on his YouTube, his Facebook, his Patreon. What's my favorite color? Gold. Now, if we talk about primary colors, I'm gonna probably say blue or red, like the Red Ranger, or blue, like blue Hawaiian Punch. Why I say blue Hawaiian Punch? Because maybe because I want some. Or green for money, or yellow because it's a bright, optimistic color. Navy blue, all right, navy blue. Navy blue is cool. Navy blue is royal, it's regal, it's commanding. Like the Gold Ranger, that's right. Like the Gold Ranger game. Like the Gold Ranger. When I was a kid, I thought I was going to be like I don't know why I thought I wasn't good enough to be the Red Ranger, but then I had that little burst. I said, you know what? I'm the Red Ranger, doggone it. Because for the longest time, I said I was the Blue Ranger. And I said, you know what? Nah, I'm more of like an outcast. So I'm like that Sixth Ranger. I'm the Gold Ranger. You got to have that Sixth Ranger. Green was always a little bit more unorthodox, so kind of like the handyman or sometimes it was the villain, like Tommy. Or the Green Ranger was like the intellectual. Then you get the Black Ranger. Black Ranger was either the coolest Ranger or the quiet Ranger or the outcast or sometimes like the Sixth Ranger. Only Ranger color I wasn't going to be was pink. I would date the Pink Ranger. Because pink was always, for sure going to be a girl. No, I wouldn't be Pink Ranger. I'd be purple. That would be kind of like the replacement. It'd have to be like a dark, hot, like color. It'd have to be like just purplish. Magenta, if that's the proper pronunciation. Or just Purple Ranger. Violet Ranger. But I prefer like gold or red. Dragonzord, Mastodon, Tyrannosaurus, Triceratops, Saber-tooth Tiger, Pterodactyl. My favorite to play the Pink Ranger. Rain, you always will be the Pink Ranger as a kid. Some people now will get offended by why the girl got to be the Pink Ranger. It was like if there was anything, the girl could be any color, really, technically. The guys too, but I'm a Power Ranger traditionalist. So yeah, like Pink Ranger's got to be a girl. They don't make her weaker because you look at Jen from Power Rangers Time Force, she was virtually the Pink Ranger in Time Force for really like the first half of that series was virtually the leader of the team. It wasn't even the Red Ranger. It was the Pink Ranger. The only one rocking a skirt. But she was also fighting, avenging her fiance, the Red Ranger from Time Force, the original Red Ranger, Alex. That's what I'm seeing. Gabe, I can definitely see Jen, Time Force from Casey. Matt, what's my favorite hobby, Maddie? Ooh. I got so many. I love listening to music. But working out, playing video games. I actually need to get back to playing my video games again. I really do. I've been on this live for an hour, 38 minutes. I've been enjoying it. I've been on here a lot longer, but I'm glad I have, man. Arts and crafts. What have you made lately, Maddie? What have you made lately? If anybody doesn't mind, please screenshot the likes. I have 9. I'm looking at 9 likes. It might be 10, Gabe, but just let me know. Just in case. Oh, now Christina loves the Pink Ranger. Now, you know what, Gabe? You remember Ninja Steel? That came out not too long ago. Power Rangers Ninja Steel. There have only been a few teams of Power Rangers or Super Sentai where you had a pink and white Ranger. Or you had the White Ranger, but the White Ranger's outline was very pink heavy. So like for instance, in the 80s Change Man, you had the red, blue, black, pink, and white Ranger. You didn't have a yellow Ranger. Ninja Steel had a red, blue, yellow, pink, and white Ranger. So you had the pink and white. So it's like pink and white always had that strong hint of femininity. And then Jetman had a White Ranger, but her most like half of her suit was white, half of it was like pink or dark pink. So like the leggings she had was like pinkish. So she looked almost like a inside out version of Mighty Morphin Pink. I made a famous painting. You made a famous painting. What'd you make? Cool. If you were a Disney character, what would be character? You would be a genie from. You know what? Genie from Aladdin. I'll take that. Shout out to the late great Robin Williams. I'll take the genie. Come here, kid. You gotta do this and that third. Okay. Big group hug. Group hug. I remember that. Prince Ali. Da, 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 da. That was one of my favorite. I can see EJ as the Aladdin genie. I'll rock the Aladdin genie. She talk about a whole new world. Whole new world. La da 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 doo doo. Ba 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 ba. Gabe, you remember that was my favorite Disney movie that I used to check out from your house was Aladdin. Aladdin was my favorite. You know, I remember watching Lion King like faintly, but I remember watching Lion King. I already had Snow White and Seven Dwarfs there. So Snow White and Seven Dwarfs, Cinderella, Pinocchio. You remember in the living room, y'all had that set of all those VHSs. Gabe, you'll be Aladdin. Oh yeah. Queen Tina had to be Jasmine. I'll be the genie. Wait a minute, are you saying that because Will Smith too? I can play the genie for the Robin Williams and Will Smith. Prince Ali. Both? Okay, I'll rock it. Is there a reason why you chose 1025 as your number in your name? No, that was just YouTube. YouTube just did that. I'm probably gonna change it. YouTube just did that, so I'm probably gonna change it. In a little, I'm going to get off because you getting tired? Hey, look, rest up, Maddie. I ain't mad. I'm so glad you came in. I don't know what to do. Thank you for coming in, Maddie. Everybody wave at Maddie if she's heading on out. We're actually gonna get ready to end this live pretty soon. I've chatted up enough with you guys. I really appreciate it. I was mad at first, but I'm feeling so much better. So you guys know where to find me. My name is Edwin Sherman on Facebook, Edwin Sherman 2293 on Instagram. Follow my TikTok if you can, EJ Sherman 93 on TikTok. Y'all know I'm the one EJS on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for this. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to end this live. We're going to leave along with Maddie. We all going to leave on out. This has been fun. This has been real. Shout out to all my friends and homies that came in. Thank you, every single one of you that came in. You made me feel better. And I was about to quit, but I'm not going to quit. We just getting started. Thank you so much. The best is yet to come. The audience is growing. It's going to keep on growing. You guys stay tuned. If you ain't on that Discord, I'm probably going to chat with y'all on Discord or at least just get some updates. I might just say a quick question, how y'all feeling? Just to see y'all. The journey continues. That's right, Gabe. So on that note, everybody, y'all be blessed. Y'all be safe. This is the one, EJS. And I will see you later. Peace.